In this video, I'm playing a 5-point match against XG and analyzing it. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoy this video. Please like and subscribe, and you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. Let me know what you think in the comments below and what you'd like to see in future videos so I can work on that. I appreciate your super thanks. These small donations help me continue to create the high quality content that you enjoy. And with the membership feature, you can get exclusive access to the most popular videos. My book, Backgammon Backgame Strategies, is available. There's a link in the description to where you can get it. And if you're interested in lessons, please contact me via email. My email address is in the description. Again, I'm playing a 5-point match against XG on a gray, black, and blue Gammoner board. The XG board is made by Rain. He makes beautiful XG boards. There's a link in the description to where you can get it. I'm playing the red checkers at the bottom, XG the white checkers at the top, and XG opens with a 4-2 standard, making the 4-point, and with a 6-5, just run a back checker. 5-2 is going to bring 2 down to try to contain the back checker. 6-1 to make the bar point. That has the added benefit of unstacking the ultra heavy midpoint. Now with the 5-2, splits the back checkers. Got to start getting moving with the stripped midpoint. So the 6-2, I am behind by 2, so I'll be ahead by 6 afterwards. I could try making a run for it. I could also bring one down and bring a second one down, but I think the best option is to unstack this a little bit, bring this down, put another builder here, step up here. I am stepping up a little bit, but it's not completely under the gun because I'm not on the 20-point. The opponent's 5-point, where there are 3 checkers bearing on it, and that's also the next point he wants to make. And then with this, you can escape with 6-3, 5-4, and also double 6, double 6-5. There are more numbers to escape at as opposed to just 6-5 staying back. Double 1, okay. Shifts, see, didn't make that prime. 6-5 can't come in. 3-1 anchors. Okay, 2-1. So sometimes you make a play like this, but I don't think this is indicated because it just allows white to hit with 1s. 3-point board, the race is relatively close. And also getting stuck here, I don't see daylight. I mean, I can't come out with 6s. So I think I come here and just bring one down. 5-2 hits. 5-2 in return comes in. Okay, so now looking at a double. So I have 2 checkers back versus 1 checker back. I have a 1-point board against a 3-point board, but these are awkward because they're stripped, so there's not really a lot of attacking power here. And there's a stack here with 3 blots. I do have a relatively robust position with lots of spares here that I can counterattack. So white's going to want to do things like a hit lose, make the bar point, make the 4-point, escape, but can't do everything at once. So, you can take a little deeper at 5-away, 5-away if it's not a gammonish position because the recubes are stronger. The take point on a 2-cube at 5-away, 5-away is higher, so you have more leverage. But when it's gammonish, you have to be careful because double gammon gets you the Crawford game. But I think all in all, I can take here. So I will. 6-4. Okay, so I can come out and hit. 6-1 comes in and hits. Double 6 can't come in. All right. Now there are going to be some gammons. Okay, that saved a lot. 3-1. Okay, so I can hit, but I think I have to just anchor. All right. So what am I going to do? I think I'm going to have to come down and hit. It does leave shots, but otherwise I'm going to have to leave a shot anyway unless I play ultra safe that. That's no good. Okay. 6-3. Okay. So 6 and 3. I'll try to keep that anchor for now and minimize the gammon losses. Try to build the board. Six, one. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Is there any point in staying there? Just get gammon more. Do I want to come here? Not really. I don't really want to go too deep, but at least it gets the crossover. Okay. Now I'm behind 5 away, 3 away. I have the away score. Sometimes people prefer the absolute score. You can just change that on XG by right-clicking this and clicking show absolute score, show away score, whatever you like. Okay, so now I have a 6-2. Double 5 is going to make 2 points in the board. Now I've escaped both back checkers. So I can do this, but it leaves a direct shot. I'd rather leave only 6 numbers rather than more than that. 3-2 steps up. 3-1. So I'm going to unstack in here. If I make the 5 point, it does make the 5 point, but it strips the 8 point, fails to unstack, and leaves a direct shot. And this one is reasonable. 6-2. All right, now I'm looking to attack. I only have a 1 point board against a 4 point board. I do want to double aggressively, but I don't have enough quite yet. Okay, so 6-2. I think I just have to do this. Makes the blockade. I'm going to have to leave a blot somewhere anyway. 3-1 is going to anchor. Okay, so the 4, I'm going to make that 9 point as a nice blocking point. So 5-2, I can make the point and come down, but I think that's a little unnecessary. Don't need to leave the shot. It's only 2 numbers, but still, the race is close. 5-4. Now I'm ahead by 5 pips. I can come up, come down. Double 5. Okay, so this one doesn't move. So here I can go here, and then I can start clearing this point and play like that. It does leave that one there. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a little awkward with these gaps. I think I just make this point. It does clear a lower point, but that's okay. Or I can play like this. So like this strips both points, gets ready to clear, or I can do this. So this leaves me a bad double 6, but I think this one is better. Makes it easier to clear one or the other. So now I'm up by 17 pips. So if I clear this point, do I lose the market? I don't know. What clears it? 6-3, 6-1, double 6, double 4, double 3, and double 2. So that's 6 numbers. There is some contact. The other thing is white can escape if white runs out. Well, white has some timing to stay. Okay, so I think there's not enough market losers, even though I'm behind in the score. So I'll take a roll. 4-2, so 4 and 2. There are a lot of awkward rolls there too, like that. Again, there are a lot of awkward numbers. I think I have to just take a roll. And now with the 4-2, I think this is the time where I can point on head. Does leave some shots, but if not, I'm in pretty good shape. Okay, so now I was trying to go for an undoubled gammon. to get to the Crawford game. Five. All right, now it's 5 away, 1 away Crawford, 4-2. Take the 4 point. 2-1. So 2 and then 1. That'll put pressure there. Double 1. Good roll makes the prime. 6-5. So I think I just bring builders. Can't move the back checkers. At 5-3. Try to pop out. Leave the blot there in front of the stripped point. That's always something important to do. So 5-3. Nope. 5. Come out here. What does that leave? 6-1, 6-2, 5-2, 5-3. 8 numbers. Just go here and leave 4 numbers. Do the benefits outweigh the risk? I could also do this and play behind, completely safe. That might be the best. 6-5. Play double 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I want to keep these here to make that point. I can go 1, 2, 3, and 4. I don't want to leave those blots when there are other numbers I can hit back there. Too many blots. Okay, now I can hit with 6s. No. Okay. So I don't need to leave all these blots. So I'll just play here so I can't attack there. Okay, there's double 6. 1, and then 2, 3, 4. I don't want to bring this 6 down. 6-4. Okay. Double 5. Just trying to clear. Don't need a gammon at this score. Okay, that's a shot. Missed. 5-1. Okay. Double 6. All right. Okay. All right. So now I'm 4 away. Double immediately, and it's a take. 2-1. Now gammons are very valuable, so trying to play aggressive to go for the gammon. So 5-1. I could play like this, or I could play the 1 and look for a 5. But I think putting 2 checkers on the bar, I have 8 in the zone, which is not great, but there's not really a better alternative. If I'm going to leave a direct shot, I'd rather have 2 on the bar. Okay, 5-2. Okay, so now I can hit and cover, maintaining 2 on the bar. Okay, so 5 will come down, and then the 1, I'll do the triple split here. It provides nice coverage of the opponent's board, makes it easier to anchor on the 21 or the 18. 3-1 anchors, that's good. Okay, so now I'm going to play down and anchor myself, mainly to prevent him from making the 3-point. Now 4-1. I think I just come out here, a little bit of a distraction there. Okay, so now I have return shots. So I just come up, so I have a spare here in case white makes the bar point. That. Okay, so 3, and then 1 there. All right, here's the 1 shot. Couldn't get it, so just make a point here. 3-2. I think I'm going to try to start making the board as quickly as possible. Block that. Okay. So with the 5-2, I don't want dilly builders. Okay, so now I can pop out 6 and make the point. 4-3. So now I'm going to need a nice favorable sequence. Nope. Now I'll analyze it. For me, this is the most important part about playing a match because this is where I can learn and improve. So I go through all the moves one by one. I've got the arrows set. So with the opening 6-5, that's standard, and then the 6-1 was making the bar point. And here with the 6-2, it preferred running out. So let's see, hitting the twos is somewhat duplicated in terms of the ability to make the anchor. But once you're gone, you're gone. And I think the other thing is once you're out here, um, if white makes some innerboard points at the bar point, it serves no blocking purpose. And it works really well if I'm missed because I'm just running home. Okay, so then the 6-5, I couldn't come in. 2-1 was just come in and come down. And then the 5-2 was there. And this was a double and it was a take. So let's see what we can do here. So I'll paste it onto here and let's see what happens if I put this here. Now that improves white's position. So now that becomes a pass. And that's what I was thinking about. Because of the fact that this point is stripped and there's one here, there are two checkers here, that makes things awkward. So when you modify it now, make this point with the 4-2, point on head with 6-4, whereas you couldn't do that in the original position. So let me go back and modify things a little bit more. How much of an effect does it have that there's a blot here? So that makes it stronger, okay, because there's one fewer thing to worry about. What if it were like this? A little closer. So now it becomes a pass because now it's connected with the 6. What if I had an anchor here? How much does that affect things? It's still a borderline double, but it makes it weaker for white, stronger for me. And if I'm anchored back here, there are more gammon losses, but it's still a take. Okay, so let's go back. And the other thing I like to do with cube decisions is look at them at different scores. So first for money. So here it's 898. You see here, white is winning. We'll do here, click for double take. 70% wins with 21% gammon. So it's lopsided gammons. The gammon value on a 2 cube is 0.5. It's elevated on a 2 cube for a match in a 5-point match. So if you hit Control Alt Q, Control Alt K for cube and go to 2 cube, you see the gammon value is 0.655. That means winning a gammon is worth more. The reason for that is because it gets to the Crawford game. In a money game or unlimited, there's no Crawford game. It doesn't matter. So that has an effect. Now, let's say white is ahead 4 away. Now I have to be more careful because the double gammon, you see, now it's a big pass. When the opponent's at 4 away in gammonish positions, you have to be very cautious because the double gammon wins the match perfectly. And you can see that here, the gammon value is 0.814. That's really high. That's really high. Okay, so what about 3 away? 5 away, 3 away. Now it's not a double because, again, you look at the gammon value on a 2 cube, it's decreased because there's 1 point of overage. When you're 3 away and you get 4 points, the 1 extra point is wasted. And then at 2 away, it's not, I don't think it's close to a double. No, it's a big blunder. Okay, so now let's say I'm 4 away and the opponent is 5 away. it's a strong double because the 4 points on a double gammon gets you to the Crawford game. Now at four away, yeah, this has to be a pass because that wins the match perfectly. But when I'm 4 away and the opponent's a 3 away, it's still a double, but it's a more comfortable take. And at 2 away, 4 away, I don't think this is a double. No, it's a big blunder to double. Okay, so what if I'm at 3 away and the opponent is at 5 away? Now it's a pass. Okay, it's a smaller pass. 4 away, 3 away. Now I have to be more careful because at 4 away, you win the match perfectly. At 3 away, 3 away, I think this is a pass. The reason for that is not only do the double gammons win the match, albeit with 1 point of overage, however, additionally, the single wins, 70% single wins, get to the Crawford game. So you have to be careful there. And at 3 away, 2 away, let's see, now it's no double. Okay. So now let's say I'm at the 2 away score. It's a pass at 5 away, 2 away, 5 away. At 2 away, 4 away, it's a bigger pass because the double gammons win the match perfectly. At 2 away, 3 away, probably still pass. Yeah. Okay. So these are the exercises I do to learn about doubling strategy, why these things, what is important in each position, and so forth. I can also go back and do another modification. Let's say we do this. Now it's much stronger. So now it's probably not a double. Yeah. See how big a difference that makes? What if I own the 3 points? It's better, but yeah, it's still not a double, but it's much stronger. So owning any additional points. What if I had like a point there? Yeah. So not a double. Okay. So continuing. Then the 6-4, that was a good roll. I was able to hit. 6-6, I couldn't come in. I couldn't come in there. 4-2 was forced. That was forced. And then the 3-1, I really had to go there. This would have been a big blunder. 6-1. Okay, so this is the one where I played aggressive, but I didn't even see this play. This is the play I should have done, which results in this position. Okay. Then the 6-3. Okay, so it just makes the point. And then there was nothing special here to look at. Double 5 just come around. That was it for that game. Okay, the second game, 6-5 standard, and a 6-2 I'm able to run. And here, it likes making the bar points. So let's see. It's probably because of these gaps. What if it were like this? Yeah, now you have to do that. What if it were like this and there was a 5 point there? Have to be a little more careful. Now they're closer. What if it's the 5 and the 4? Yeah, now they're closer. So basically, it's because of the opponent's board strength. You can stay back. And with 6 checkers on the midpoint, you really want to unstack. Okay, and then here again, you don't want to make the 5 point. And the 6-2 does leave the direct shot, but does something productive. 4-3 makes the 9 point and plays behind. 5-2 just had to play safe. 5-4 clear. Double 5. Just bring those. This was close too. Okay. And then the 6-3, yeah, strip the outer points. And here, this was borderline no double actually. But thought about it, I knew it was close. Now here it looks like this was a small double. So There are not a lot of gammons, but there's 72% wins. Okay, and then it turns out that this one was an error. I should have done this. Really had to play safe. What if, let's see. What if it were like this? Yeah, now I can do it because of the two blots. What if it were like this? What even like that? Yeah, now I can do it. It's because of the 5-point board. Okay. Then I couldn't move. That was forced. There was not much I can do. So I lost the gammon here. Okay, then the next game, with the 4-2, make the 4-point, 2-1. Oh, it does like slotting slightly, but they are close. Double one's a good roll. 6-5. Okay, so here it prefers hitting loose here. And that results in this position. The play I made does this. Okay, so this one, it's the Crawford game. I don't have to worry about gammon losses, and this hardly loses. This actually loses more gammons than this, but it wins more gammons. But that's not the key. The key is it wins more games, and it creates a lot of bad rolls. So we'll look at it. This is the resulting position after the top play. This is the resulting position after the selected play. This is the dice distribution for the two plays. So the panel on the upper left shows the equity heat map after play A. So this is after I make play A, and then the opponent rolls any of his rolls. The cell on the upper left is a double one, then 2-1, 3-1, and so forth, with an average on the right. And the panel on the upper right is the exact same thing for the selected play. This is on a scale from blue to red. Blue is good, red is bad. You see there's more good. All these dancing numbers are really favorable. Also, 4-1, 5-1, 6-1, some of the ones are really good when the opponent comes in without hitting. So let's go back and look at this resulting position. Here, rolls like 4-1, 5-1, and 6-1 are really bad for white because the 1 is forced and has to play somewhere else. Additionally, specifically the 4-1, it becomes very awkward. You have to come in with the 1 and hit loose. However, here with the 4-1, you can make the 5-point. So that's particularly awkward. And these are the swing rolls. So that's the one. Oh, let me go through this on the lower left panel. This is the difference heat map. So what this does is it subtracts a value, an equity value from a given cell in the heat map on the upper right from the value in the corresponding cell on the upper left. So it gives you the swing roll. So you can see the big swings are 4-1, which I showed, double 5, 6-4, and so forth. Like all these dancing rolls, those are really big. Okay. The other thing is the second roll. So you can look at these second rolls. So this does the same thing but for my next rolls. So it shows how my next rolls play. And look at this. Basically, every next roll plays better after play A than play B. So let's go back and look at it. After this, I've got a lot of good rolls, like 5s, 9s will cover. I can hit with 6-1, double 6, things like that. And then there are some 7s and 8s that can hit here. So that's a good learning opportunity. Okay. Then the 5-3, this was the same idea. I should have just split and come out, take away half the roll, put them on the bar, give awkward 6s, 5s, and 4s. Note that the 6s, 5s, and 4s after this play will dance. So if he comes in with a 3 or a 1 in particular, there are no good 6s, 5s, and 4s from the back. So something will have to break here. So that's the same idea. Think about how the dancing rules play. Okay, 5-3. Uh, oh, it did like coming down and then playing 7-4. That one was a close one. Okay, 6-5. Just make that. Double two is one, and then bring three down. These other plays were close as well. Then the 2-1, just play safe. Double six was good. Come out and bring these three in. 6-4 comes in all the way. Then the double five, and it was pretty much smooth sailing from here. Nothing special. Okay, and the last game, this is an automatic double and a take. It's actually a blunder not to double here. So at the four-way score, when you were at three away, post-Crawford, look at what happens. It's a borderline double, no double. It doesn't matter. When you're in an odd away score, winning 2 points gets you to another odd away score. So you'll have to win 2 games anyway if you don't win any gammons. So if you win this game, you'll get to the two-way score and automatically double on the next roll on the first roll of the next game. But at four-away, you have to do it twice, so you have to double immediately. Okay, so then with the 2-1 hit, and now it's a gammon go score. The gammon value is high, so you look at this. The gammon value is exactly 1. It's 1.049, and it's 0 for the opponent. Okay. So, and then the 5-1, here's the double hit. That's what you want to do. You've got to leave something. Might as well put 2 on the bar, and then the 5-2, it can pass. 5-1, looks like this was a little bit better, but they're close. And then the 5-2 brings one down, an extra checker in the zone, makes the blocking point and anchors, and the 4-1 just pop out, okay? 2-1 step up, 3-1. Okay, it looks like it was close to make the 3-point was slightly better, but this one was close. 5-2. It liked 8-3-6-4. Yeah, I see that. Just leaving it like this. When you have a position like this, you're not going to really get a shot next. But when you have all these points slotted, it makes it really easy to make what I call an insta board. You just make a 4-point board next with a lot of rolls. Okay. Then the 3-2, yeah, same idea. Or you could bring 2 down or 1 down. 6-5 just brings 2 down. 5-2, there was nothing special here, and there was really nothing else I can do here. So that was it. That was a good match, good learning. My favorite part is actually going through the match afterwards because that's where I can learn. I think the key one here is where I could have hit with the 13-3 with the 6-5 and the subsequent 5-3, especially at those scores. And you just get the dancing numbers. The other thing is, yeah, you look at the dice distribution, and what people tell me is, how does that help you if you don't have access to it? It doesn't help you during the match, but when you go through it afterwards, next time you're in a similar position, and the more you do this, you get practice thinking about these things, and you're able to count the numbers and think about the numbers. So you think about how dancing rolls play, and those are huge swings. So that's an easy thing to do. Counting all the numbers is obviously more challenging, but there are 9 dancing numbers that are really good, and those other rolls like the 4-1 was key. And then with the doubling decisions, I like to look at the doubling decisions at different scores, and that really helps with match strategy because you can see for money, sometimes it's a double, sometimes it's not a double, and then in a match, it can vary drastically depending on the score, depending on whether you're leading, trailing, tied. Is it a gammonish position or is it a non-gammonish position? And then what's the gammon value on a 2 cube for the player that's doubling? If it's going to get to a valuable score, like if they're at a 4-way score, uh, they win perfectly. So you really have to be careful. Also at 5-away, 5-away, the double gammon gets you to the Crawford game, which is also a valuable score. Um, and then when you're at 2-away, you don't want to double in a gammonish position if you're leading, because you want to just win an undoubled gammon. So those are the things I think about when I play these matches and matches in general, and it helps me learn. So that was another 5-point match against XG. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. Let me know what you think in the comments below, what you'd like to see in future videos, so I can work on that. I appreciate your super thanks. These small donations help me continue to create the high quality content that you enjoy. And with the membership feature, you can get exclusive access to the most popular videos. Again, my book, Backgammon, Backgame Strategies, is available. There's a link in the description for where you can get it. And if you're interested in lessons, please contact me via email. My email address is in the description. I look forward to seeing you in future videos. And until then, keep rolling your dice.